Hello, my name's Michael Brownbridge, Biological Program Manager at BioWorks, and I'd like to share some information with you today about PERpose Plus, a broad-spectrum fungicide, algicide, and general sanitation product from BioWorks. PERpose Plus is a hydrogen peroxide-based product specifically formulated for stability and plant safety, and it can be used to prevent and control plant diseases and algae on equipment and hard surfaces in all stages of crop production, as well as for post-harvest and storage applications. It's a very versatile product with a wide range of applications in commercial greenhouses, garden centres, landscapes, agricultural crops, nurseries, interior scapes, and even commercial turf. It's formulated in a way that means it's very safe to use on plants, and it's EPA registered, OMRI approved, and generally regarded as safe by the FDA. PERpose Plus contains 33% hydrogen peroxide, a higher percentage than similar products, and it will kill pathogens, bacteria, and algae on contact. PERpose Plus has a primary mode of action, which is oxidation of the outer cell membrane of vegetative endospores, spore cells, fungi, and algae. This powerful oxidation means it can control and prevent a wide range of undesirable fungi and bacteria. Because of its mode of action, there's no possibility of disease resistance, making PERpose Plus an excellent tool for IPM programs. The product is formulated with proprietary stabilizers and buffers that prevent the hydrogen peroxide from breaking down during transportation, storage, and preparation. And that gives you better shelf life on the farm and better stability in the tank or bucket after preparation. PERpose Plus is formulated as a safer, biodegradable, and sustainable product that's not harmful to the environment, plants, animals, or people. It has been engineered to include a patented, proprietary blend of stabilizers and buffers to counteract phytotoxicity and extend shelf life. In addition to a non-phytotoxic formulation, PERpose Plus intentionally does not contain peracetic acid, which can cause injury to plant tissue and flower bracts with continued use. It's clear and odorless and will leave no residues after use. There are no restrictions around its use on food crops or outdoors, and it's approved for use in organic production systems. On the practical side of things, PERpose Plus has a 1-hour REI if applied by fogging, misting, or spraying, and a 0-hour REI for all other uses. Outdoors, you can re-enter the treated area once the spray has dried, meaning that use of the product has minimal to no disruption to a production schedule. It can be used right up to harvest, as it leaves no residues on the crop, a feature that can be really important in crops like cannabis. As previously mentioned, it has excellent shelf life under normal conditions, owing to the formulation, and ideally should be stored cool and out of direct sunlight, as it will start to break down at temperatures over 86 degrees. It's available in a range of container sizes, so you purchase according to your needs. And finally, the PPE requirements are straightforward, but I'd like to emphasize that a chemical-resistant apron should be worn when mixing and loading, and importantly, that in its concentrated form, it can cause severe damage if splashed into the eyes or onto the skin. So you must wear approved protective eyewear and chemical-resistant gloves. And we highly recommend buying a pump or dispenser to eliminate the risk of splashing during preparation. PERpose Plus can be used for multiple purposes. As a general sanitation product, it has broad utility and can be applied to hard surfaces and irrigation water as part of your operation's general sanitation strategy. It's also very effective as an algicide, where it can be applied to control and manage algae on walkways, floors, benches, and in cooler pads. And this will go a long way to preventing problems with shoreflies, which breed in the algae which grows in wet spots inside the greenhouse. It can also be applied to the surface of growing media, including rooting cubes, to prevent growth of algae, which can impede penetration of water and nutrients into the medium. PERpose Plus is plant safe and labeled for use on ornamental and agricultural crops, and can be utilized in various phases of crop production. Naturally, it's the goal of every grower to start a crop clean, as this reduces problems down the line later in production, and PERpose Plus can certainly help achieve this. In propagation, it can be applied to sanitize tools and surfaces before crops are brought in, as well as flats and trays used for the young plants. In addition, it can be drenched onto the rooting medium or rooting cubes to sterilize the medium the day before sticking. And as for the plants themselves, if you're growing your own stock plants, spraying them with a dilute preparation of PERpose Plus prior to taking cuttings will go a long way to eliminating spores on the foliage, leading to cleaner cuttings. If you bring in cuttings in from outside, they can be dipped in a preparation of PERpose Plus ahead of sticking, a great way to remove any surface contaminants. PERpose Plus can then be applied through mist systems through propagation, and that keeps the misting system clean and knocks down spores on the foliage or medium while also controlling algal growth. However, be sure to refer to the PERpose Plus dilution chart to ensure you're using the correct dilution rate according to the desired use. PERpose Plus can also be used to effectively remove biofilm inside irrigation lines. Well, why is this important? Well, it's increasingly evident from research studies that biofilms can harbour and protect many pathogenic organisms, and once infected, can serve as highways to distribute these diseases throughout the greenhouse or irrigated area. Recently published reports showed that viruses could survive in this protective biofilm even after treatment with chlorine. And this is where PERpose Plus can help. Martin Verlo, head grower for Fresh 2O, who grow hydroponic lettuce in Virginia, tested PERpose Plus and other sterilants for removal of biofilm in their watering lines. All of the products removed some of the buildup, but only PERpose Plus removed all the biofilm. To quote Martin, "PERpose Plus is the best product on the market to remove biofilm and keep lines clean." Thank you, Martin. Now, we don't recommend continuous injection of PERpose Plus to keep irrigation lines clean, but it is a great cleanup product at the end of a growing cycle. And lastly, because of its plant safety, PERpose Plus will complement an IPM program, where it can be used as a periodic foliar spray as part of a preventative phytosanitation strategy. And knowing that sanitation is a fundamental part of IPM, use PERpose Plus to sanitize growing spaces after crops have shipped and prior to the introduction of new crops, thereby avoiding the carryover of diseases from one crop cycle to the next. And where approved, it's also a great addition to IPM programs in cannabis. Recognizing that producers have limited options available to them, PERpose Plus can be used at different stages of crop growth. In dips for clonal cuttings to eliminate pathogens on the surface of those cuttings, during the vegetative phase for disease prevention on the foliage, while it will also suppress algae on the growing medium, and finally as a foliar spray through flowering to harvest to reduce microbial contaminants. PERpose Plus can be applied in various ways. As already discussed, it's an excellent choice for dipping cuttings, or if being applied to the foliage, it can be incorporated into the mist during propagation, applied via overhead booms during irrigation, or sprayed using conventional or LVM sprayers. And as I've already mentioned, it can be used to sanitize growing media prior to sticking or prior to inoculating with beneficial microbes. And it'll prevent algal growth on the media during production. And finally, use it to remove biofilm in irrigation lines in between crop cycles. If you'd like more information on PERpose Plus, the easiest way to do this is via our website, where you can access the information 24/7. We have technical sheets available which carry general product information, use rates, compatibility, etc., as well as the product label. On behalf of BioWorks, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this webinar on PERpose Plus. At BioWorks, we strive to simplify the use of biologicals with our ongoing commitment to information, education, and service. Again, my name is Michael Brownbridge, Biological Program Manager at BioWorks. And if you have any additional questions, please feel free to contact me. Have a wonderful day.